Welcome everyone. Have a really good match here for you today. Dongers versus the Chinchillas. My name is Paninii. I'm here with the wonderful NinjaDrew 10. I got the Dongers looking to secure that second seed in their division. The Chinchillas are still searching for that first playoff win. I think this is going to be a pretty close match. What do you think about this matchup? Yeah.
Like started to really come through now.
Yeah, I think it just took them a while to warm up after the trade for PJ. I think they've looked a lot better. Like every week, it seems like they're looking a little bit better. And the Dongers, like, they are a very good team, but like they've had a couple of different looks here. So I'm wondering what they're gonna go with today. They've been playing a little bit of Vindun tank. They've been playing that Caber tank they showed at the beginning, and then I think we've seen a little bit of Rex Cactus support in there too. So they've been playing a lot of different comps. I'm very curious what they're gonna play today. The Chillas do have Sly in today. I think he wasn't able to show up until map 3 last time versus the Zeniths, I think. And that map versus the Zeniths that Sly played, it looked really good. They were playing him on support and Riddle Dog on DPS, so they've also been kind of moving some lines around, but they looked pretty good when they had Sly in. So now that he is here, I'm hoping they're gonna play really well today. I know everyone on the Chinchillas, even though they're out of the playoffs right now, I know they're still trying to fight for that first win, so. And it looks like we are going in here. First map is Surabasa. I need to check my, my scores didn't update from last time, so I have to fix that.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was showing Dongers 3-0, so hopefully that isn't like a sign, you know?
Oh no.
I got a feeling this is gonna go at least to 4. I'm hoping it goes to like a 5-map banger, but I don't think this is gonna be a sweep. I think this is gonna be a pretty close match. And a lot of the stuff we kind of expect with Caber's end, we expect him to go the namesake, the Dongers. Yep. Vind has been playing a lot of Kiriko this season. Flambeau on likes to play a lot of main support, so Lucio makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Dong and Derek on 2 of their comfort picks too. So they're really normal comp for them. Maybe have it's a really interesting comp here. I don't know if they're gonna stick with it. What do you think about the Genji with the Ramatra here?
I know Mikey's a pretty good Genji, so it should be able to help out a lot with that extra pick potential, especially if Red Cactus calls out who's he's gonna hit with his rail, then I know that gets him really close to being able to just slash and melee him.
And Dong are feeling really low here. The Dongers are going to get early point presence. They do hit the wall with the knife onto PJ. PJ does fall really low. Shout used by Caber trying to go on the backline here. Gets Charbatron really low. Heals from the Baptiste is there. Caber does fall incredibly low here. I think is going to be able to kept alive there by the Kiriko. Does get taken down. Point is in favor of the Dongers right now. Wall does come out from Dongwagon to try to get a little bit more point percentage here, but it looks like it is going to go in the favor of the Chinchillas right here. So yeah, pretty decisive fight there for the Chinchillas.
Yeah, the Chinchillas were able to use that that outside wall to be able to really protect themselves from a lot of the spam, and unfortunately, they weren't able to really get that that wall that they needed to get and cut off Purple Jesus from the rest of his team.
Yeah, it looked really good, but the Ramatra sustain is just too good with his Nemesis.
Too strong. Yeah.
We do have Mikey coming really close to this blade here, which could be really big, especially if that Earthquake or Flammo Jambo is not close to this beat yet. So it could be a really big blade coming up here. Is probably going to look for the backline. Does dash in after PJ falls really low. PJ might get taken down here by Caber. PJ does end up falling. Lamp is used, but it's going to be a little bit too late. And it looks like the Chinchillas are just going to back off. Dongwagon gets a headshot on the Charbatron. So they might find some staggers here with both DPS and the Baptiste still here. Deflect is used by Mikey, but it looks like it will go in favor of the Dongers.
Yeah. Should be... Unfortunately, PJ was on the opposite side of the center wall at point of where the lamp was.
Yeah.
It was very sad. But it should be an interesting ult fight coming up, because we got very nearly all 5 ults for both teams. So
early Blizzard use does isolate the Ramatra and the Genji. Mikey does fall really low. Lamp is used. PJ uses the Annihilation here. Does end up falling. Earthquake uses the beat. So does Vin uses his support ult too. So pretty even in terms of ults right there, but it looks like the Dongers with that isolation onto PJ will just force the retreat from the Chinchillas.
Yeah. Is Mike? I think Mikey just decided not to go for the touch there.
Yeah.
So.
Without the tank, it's really hard to go in there, so it doesn't surprise me that they just backed there.
That was good ult usage on both sides, really. They just were both able to kind of take a lot of space. It was just unfortunate that PJ was cut off and with that blizzard, and they just couldn't recover from it.
Yeah, this early pick on the Skycer there, actually. They might not even need ults here. Red Cactus does use the overclock just to kind of secure this fight here. Looks like they are going to find PJ and might also find Charbotron. The Baptiste heals is just so much, but I don't think it's going to matter going this late in the fight. Might find a stagger onto Mikey here, too. Really economic fight there. Just the overclock used from Red Cactus.
Yep. Overclock just... That early pick, and then going in with the overclock just really secured it. There was also a really good wall from Dong Waggler that really cut off their escape.
Yeah, now a lot of ults are built here by the Chinchillas. Engage with Skycer with this overclock. Looking to MJ is kind of isolated here. Caber uses the Annihilation. Beat is used. Blade is also used for Mikey. Looking for the backline here with no beat on the side of the Dongers. Looks like this could be a big Blade. Actually doesn't find anything. Riddle Dog and Skycer do get the picks on their own though. Wall is used to isolate Purple Jesus. Lamp used to keep him up, but I think that it will go in favor of the Chinchillas there.
Yep. Yeah, Chinchillas were able to use quite a few more ults and just sort of really pressure them back. Unfortunately, the Caber's Rampage wasn't able to completely and totally sustain him through the team turning on him.
Early window used. The wall just tries to allow the Dongers to kite here while the while the window expires.
Oh, Caber's also on Ram now as well.
Oh yeah,
a little bit
right.
comp range.
I kind of like that. I think it's hard to play Junker Queen into that. Early Blizzard is used after isolating PJ with the wall. PJ used the Nemesis form, does fall really low here. Mikey also gets caught in the Blizzard. Dongwaggler's looking for Mikey. A lot of value there from that Blizzard from Dongwaggler.
Yeah. Again, with them cutting PJ off from the rest of the team with the Blizzard, just really forcing him into bad positioning, because if he stays in the Blizzard, he's dead. But if he
gets isolated from the
team, gets caught out alone, he's also still dead.
Yeah.
They're doing very well.
Wreck Cactus close to us. Overclock. Continuing rush used by Vin, trying to just push the aggression here. Charbotron falls to Vin. Dongwaggler finds Riddle Dog. Mikey dashes in trying to get something. Skycer does end up finding Earthquake. But I think the picks will go in favor of the Dongers here. Mikey does end up getting taken down. So yeah, looks like this point will go in favor of the Dongers. An early 2-0 lead on Suravasa.
Yeah, and was early alts, especially Kitsune, it just really makes it very hard to have any push presence into that. It's very difficult to go into a Kitsune, let alone around it, and win that fight.
Yeah, it's tough too because there's so little time left for the point. You kind of had to go in, but it's just not fun for the Chinchillas.
They didn't have enough time to go around, and they just had to go.
Yeah. PJ uses the Annihilation here. Red Cactus does use the Overclock. Beat also used from Flambeau Jambo. Mikey likely is going to use this blade to try to clean up here. A lot of abilities and ultimates used from both sides. Early point control by the Chinchillas. Blade is used to Annihilation used by Caber 27. Mikey not quite able to find anything. Does fall really low here. Window is used by Riddle Dog. Trying to just keep everyone alive here. PJ does fall to Red Cactus. Dongwaggler might get caught out here. Dongwaggler does get caught out. Still really even for both sides. Skycer is close to this Overclock. Doesn't end up getting taken down by Vind. Mikey does fall really low here. If Mikey manages to stay alive, it might still be winnable for the Chinchillas, but they do opt to back out here. Just give up the space to be able to stabilize with your team.
Yeah, a lot of ults used for a lot of sustaining purposes. Unfortunately, Mikey's blade was really hurt by Caber's Annihilation. Just unable to dash onto anything without being in that circle, and that is very rough.
Caber with the Kitsune Rush is just punching into the team. Beat is used. Dongwaggle uses the Blizzard. The late Blizzard might be really good here. Does isolate PJ. Picks are not going really in either direction here. Dongwaggle does fall really low. PJ and Mikey get one of their own. Goes in favor of the Chinchillas, and with this point flip here, I think the Dongers are just going to try to... Well, they're actually looking for picks on the back line. PJ takes down Vind, but I think, yeah, PJ is going to find, I think, 3 that fight, and then Girthquake just resets off the map.
Yeah, they were able to... Unfortunately, Dongwaggler's Blizzard, once again, used really well to cut off Purple Jesus, but they just weren't able to secure that kill as the rest of the team was very split.
Yeah, you got to give the props to Charbotron for that beat, too, keeping everyone nice and healthy.
That beat was very, very big, being able to guarantee that they have that.
Yeah, touch
that
is
extra
for
health.
the Dongers. Window is used. Charbotron does end up getting taken down early there. Red Cactus does use the overclock, gets Skycer. PJ uses Annihilation. Caber uses Annihilation of his own. Mikey with this blade here might look for something, but not able to find it, as Red Cactus, I think, gets 3 that fight.
Yeah.
I believe that the Chinchillas will be able to touch here and do one more fight, but using 3 ults is really rough for them.
Yeah, but it sort of comes down to the neutral here, actually, because I don't think either team is really going to get an ult in a single fight. There might be some at the very end of it, but this fight's going to be really, really neutral heavy.
Yeah, this ball from PJ trying to touch the point does get the touch off. Caber is looking to isolate Skycer here. Does get him really low. PJ does find Wreck Cactus. That might be the opening they need there. Mikey does fall really low to these Ramatra punches. Skycer close to this overclock too. Might be able to build it in time for this fight here. Point still in favor of the Dongers. PJ does fall really low. Has to disengage here. Skycer does pop the overclock, but is getting run down by Caber27. Caber27 falls really low, but so does Skycer. The heals is there for Skycer to keep him up. The Kitsune Rush is used by Vind. Still relatively even, but is a slight advantage in favor of the Chinchillas here. Dongwaggle close to this Blizzard here could be really big if he manages to go for it. Suzu is used, so the Blizzard could catch out a lot of people here. Does find Charbotron, looking for Skycer here too on the... Oh, they see 9!
They see 9!
No way!
No! That is unfortunate.
Yeah, the Blizzard just zoned... I think it zoned Skycer off, so Skycer couldn't touch, and I think Purple Jesus fell really low and was trying to like back up, and then no one was able to touch because everyone got
had
split.
to move off because they were all getting low, and unfortunately, Charbotron also fell from the Blizzard, so she couldn't touch in the Lucio, which is very, very strong.
Yeah, especially in those like really messy fights, that Lucio with if they opt to go for those like amp heals.
The little annoying touches?
Yeah, the annoying touches, and also just being able to amp heal in those like really death ball like style comps could be really big, but yeah, we'll see if the Chinchillas make any adjustments. I think they definitely had a lot of really good fights there, so I think they definitely do have potential to try to cook something up here. But we are going to take a short break here. We'll be back shortly, guys, but stay tuned. We got a good one coming for you today. Welcome back, everyone. It's a very short map break there. We are going into next map, Hollywood here. And there we go. Do you see a lot of swaps from both teams? Again, I mentioned this kind of at the beginning. We have Sly coming in, moving Riddle Dog to DPS. And then on the other side, we actually have Vind coming in to play tank. Vind kind of like came in as a Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. Very good tank play coming out from him. This season I think he's been playing a lot more support, but going back to his like signature tank role here, get Milo 16 Milo, who is kind of known for this Baptiste so far, has been pretty consistent on his bat play here.
No, he's been a really I believe he's a rookie. I'm
Yes,
pretty sure
yeah.
he's a rookie. Yeah. Yeah, he's a very strong rookie player, especially for on that Baptiste. He has been playing a lot.
Yeah, they like the rookies this season. There's a couple of like really high SR players we were kind of expecting to do good, but no one really knew anything about Milo. I think his SR is Diamond, and like he's been playing really well for a Diamond player. So I've been really impressed with him this season.
He has.
I personally like this comp a little bit more for the Chinchillas, but we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
They're pretty different comps on both sides. So
Yeah.
Wrecked Cactus on this high ground. I think they were expecting a dive coming out, so they are running the Bat Brig. The Brig is gonna not really get a ton done here versus like a poke comp, but might opt to play really aggressive here with this brawl. Early shout used by Vin. Wall is used. Does isolate Purple Jesus. But Purple Jesus just able to disengage there. But the Chinchillas do want to play kind of slow with this poke comp, kind of expected coming out from them, but Mikey and Sly already close to their ults. Dong falls really low and is forced to ice block here. Wall is used again. Mikey actually finds Wrecked Cactus. Mikey on this high ground here looking for the back line. Really good positioning here coming out for the Chinchillas here, but Caber is trying to run on this high ground with Dong, trying to just force out Mikey. Mikey does end up finding Caber looking for Dong. Window is used to try to keep Dong up. Not gonna matter. Mikey gets through. Mikey looking for more. Vin gets Riddle Dog in the back line, but might not matter that much as the rest of his team is dead. And then, yeah, it looks like Dongers are just going to disengage here. I wonder if they're going to make any swaps here with this, now that they see there's no dive. Yeah, they are going to run the Sig, so makes a lot of sense there.
There goes Sig, yeah. It was, that poke comp is always... Poke comp is very, very strong, especially when you play that slow. Just making sure that you get the just couple picks that you need to get. Then you're able to go forward and charge.
Ooh, early pick on a Wrecked Cactus, and without the Mercy, they're either going to be down this fight, or they're just going to have to disengage and wait for a Wrecked Cactus to respawn. Oh, they're going really aggressive here, actually. The window does catch out PJ. Flux is used. So is Overclock, so 2 ults used by the Chinchillas. It looks like it is going to go in their favor. Pretty expensive ult there, considering the fight was honestly probably over a lot earlier than that. Slide does end up falling to Vind. Vind is being a menace right now. Rez does come out too. Vind is like... Vind stayed on cart for so long. He did have the bat heals, but we'll see if Milo gets caught out here. I think he will. Yeah, it does get caught out by Mikey there. No more staggers for the Dongers, guys. Surely, right?
I think Red Cactus.
Oh no, Caber,
no.
Wait, actually, the Sigma's back, so they can't push. Somehow Caber does not die there, which is insane. Flux is used really early from Bin. Does not get anyone. Almost got the Baptiste, but the Baptiste managed to jump on the high ground and just avoid the Flux. Dong ends up falling to Mikey there. The Window is just getting a ton of value, zoning out everyone. Caber also ends up falling. Bin falls really low. Riddle Dog gets another one. Riddle on this Hanzo. On the high ground, free farming everyone. Milo is trying to get out. I don't know if he will. Does get taken down by Riddle Dog.
People kind of trying to push Riddle, and he's on Hanzo. You gotta respect it.
Riddle Log with the 4K.
Indeed. Yeah, that entire point kind of was a constant rolling battle, and it never really
it's like one big fight.
ended. Quite a few ults used early, but then the middle of the fight not a lot was used. It was just kind of unfortunate staggering.
Yeah,
and he was able to kind of pick one off after another.
We do have this Flux coming out from PJ early. Does catch the backline for the Dongers, but PJ is frozen. Wrecked Cactus using the overclock. PJ does end up falling down inside of the blizzard there. Wrecked Cactus gets 2, looking for more. The Mercy and the Sojourn managed to get out. So really good for the Chinchillas to stabilize that quickly. They did use the Valkyrie and the Flux there.
Yeah, using Using the Valve to try and sustain was good, but it just wasn't enough healing for the amount of damage that was going through that blizzard. Here goes the dragon.
Trance used to answer the dragon from Riddle Dog. Rectex actually finds Mikey. I don't know if Charbotron can go for this res either, so it might just be an early advantage for the Dongers. Rectectus gets 2, looking for more. PJ falls really low.
Pulling out.
Rectectus gets 3.
Ooh.
Looking for more. Oh, he almost got more. Dong Waggler does get Mikey, but Rectectus is just farming in their spawn. Did just use the overclock, already halfway to another one, so.
Yeah. They were able to almost get a halfway. Yeah, it's pretty good, but unfortunate early pick just sort of leads to them trying to back out and getting caught out because of it. Oh, they're going in again.
Whose window do you think is gonna get more value here? Both teams use the window. Flux used by Vin gets 3. Does take it 2 with the Flux. Mikey does take down Caber, but the spacing and the picks go in favor of the Dongers here.
Which window got more value? The Flux.
The Flux, yeah.
Got more value.
They do get PJ there too. And looking to try to stagger this Mercy and the Sojourn. I think the Sojourn is going to be able to slide out there. Yeah, they did. That is usually a good win condition, just having more ults. Late pick onto Dong Waggler. The Dongers might just be able to reset here and stack up, wait for their May to get back, but already burning like 3 minutes off the clock here after such a big time bank going into third point for the Chinchillas.
Yeah. They are also getting quite a bit of cart progress because they Dongers lost their May there. Now the May is back and the fight begins.
PJ has this Flux here, but the Rex Cactus has an overclock and the Dong Waggler has the Blizzard. Early Blizzard is used, but Dong does end up falling down. There's the overclock from Dong Waggler. Mikey does fall down. The backline gets really low from this overclock. The Flux also gets everyone low. Milo should be able to just kind of sustain up everyone here. Dragons is used a little bit to the left, but I think both teams are just able to stabilize here. Charbotron gets taken down by Dong Waggler early there. Dong gets 2. He swaps off the May onto this Hanzo, gets 2 instantly. Caber gets 2 also. Caber gets 3. Holy moly.
Dong Waggler were able to sort of start just getting kills one by one. Unfortunately, both teams used a lot of ults there, and just nothing was. It was a lot of spectacle, but not a lot of actual results. And then Hanzo came through, and they both teams were both low and both good at sustaining. Then one fell. It sort of fell apart from there.
Ben gets the Baptiste here. Oh, the Bap doesn't get taken down. PJ also ends up falling to Dong Waggler. Trance is used to keep everyone nice and healthy here. Everyone looks to just push past this window without the Bap and without the Ramontra. It's going to be really hard to win this. I think that Charbotron might be able to touch here, but I don't even know at this point. Oh, Mikey slides under the point with the overclock. Not going to be enough there. Caber gets 2.
Last desperate touches.
See if he can get this ball too. Yeah, I think this push is over for the Chinchillas, but I mean, getting to third point, like that's a pretty good place to push it too. It's really hard to full cap on third point Hollywood just because how close those spawns are. So I'm pretty happy with that for both teams, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, both teams did well. It's a pretty decent push. Could have gone a little bit farther, but honestly, it's not bad at all. Especially with how strong being able to defend that first point can be. We might not even get to see the rest of the map, depending. But yeah, that last fight was just sort of one fallen, and then the rest of the team being unable to really recover from that, especially because it was I believe it was the BAP who fell first.
Yeah, losing the BAP in that comp is just so rough.
Yeah.
I do think the swap onto the Ramontra was good, but I think it came a little bit too late.
It was a little late, yeah, but it was a good flux from Vin catching out Sly on the BAP, just making sure that once that healing is gone, it's just sort of really hard to sustain past it.
Yeah, this is giving me flashbacks to the Canadian crewmate season 1. I remember he played a lot of Sigma, especially in the playoffs that season.
Mm.
Um, so good to see him back on Sigma. Well, he's one of my favorite tanks to like watch. Pretty similar comps coming out. Dong does stay on this Hanzo here. Liked how he was doing at the end of last map here, so he's opting to stay on it here.
Mm-hmm.
Mercy pocketed hit scans on these high grounds here is going to be really oppressive here, so we'll see if there's an answer for the Dongers here. Shield already broken from PJ. We'll regenerate it by the next fight here. Looks like the Dongers are opting to kind of go this high ground, just push everyone off the this first high ground here. Rectactus does end up falling to Riddle Dog. Again, no mercy to resist, but actually Riddle Dog falls to Caver. Meanwhile, PJ just walks on the backline and gets Dongwaggler. Dongwaggler, I think, looking for an off angle and just ends up getting punished by PJ. Riddle Dog gets another there. On this Ashe is getting so much value. Caver is split here. Does get taken down.
Yeah.
Vin falls really low too. I don't know if Vinda's gonna get out. I think Vinda's actually gonna be able to escape here. A lot of really good ult charge here for Milo.
It was exactly as you said. The hit scan on the high ground, just DPS on the high ground, really able to just catch people out, and they just weren't able to stop. That's one of the biggest differences with the 5v5 is each pick means way more.
Oh, speaking of picks, Dongwaggler gets Riddle Dog there. Flux is used from PJ, looking for Milo. Milo actually is able to stay alive through that. Dongwaggler almost gets rocked there. Rectax actually gets Sly. Rectax is getting pressured out here by Mikey. PJ ends up getting taken down. Rez is onto Sly. Vin with a 360 rock on a Sharbatron, but I think with that, first point is going to go in favor of the Dongers here. Mikey and Riddle are still alive, though, so anything could happen. Mikey falls really low. Dongwaggler ends up taking him down. Riddle Dog getting just get back here.
Mikey gets his unable to win the 4v1, unfortunately for him.
And
here's that both teams are now set up again. Again with these poke comps, it is always whoever gets that first pick it is able to push that advantage.
Yeah, this high ground on second point Hollywood's really impressive. Again, with these, like, the Mercy Pocket hit scans on high ground, it's going to be really tough for the Dongers to break through here, so we'll see if they cook anything.
Yeah, Acid and Sojourn especially are very strong with Mercy.
Yeah. Does look like the Dongers are looking to take this elevator up to high ground. Dragon just kind of clear that first high ground, looking for Sly. Are forcing everyone back. They are just walking onto Mikey here. Understand how much of a threat he is. Mikey just drops down, but really good, like, complete high ground advantage here from the Dongers. Vin does end up dropping down. PJ takes the elevator back up. PJ and Sly are up on the high ground alone. Rocks Vind off a high ground, actually, so. Mikey uses the overclock, does get Dongwaggler through the bath window, too. The rest of the Dongers are just going to disengage. They did lose their Hanzo, but should be able to sustain through this here.
Yeah, both teams were trading high grounds back and forth.
That's rough. Losing the Baptiste there is rough with the... I think it was just a damage boosted dynamite there.
There we go. Yeah, both teams sort of trading high ground back and forth, and then window overclock
Just kills everything.
Window overclock really forced space, and unfortunately the Dongers weren't really able to get around it. They weren't able to hide around any the corners fast enough, and at one point they decided, all right, we're just gonna full reset, go in.
Yeah, Dongwaggler swaps over to this Mei with 4 ults here from the Dongers. I'm kind of hoping they do full swap off here. Flux used from both teams, Trance used from Caver to keep everyone alive. PJ falls really low. PJ gets taken down to Vin. Bob is by Riddle Dog.
Tracer on me.
Lamp is used. Wrecked Cactus with this overclock, looking for more on this high ground. Takes down Sly. Caver does fall to Riddle Dog. But it looks like overall the picks are going in favor of the Dongers here. They do get a stagger on the Charbatron. Mikey is doing his best, does manage to slide out. Dongwaggler is looking for him. I think Mikey is going to retreat back to his team. We do have Sly swap off of the Baptiste onto this Kiriko. Lose a little bit of burst heals, but you have a little bit more survivability, especially against this Tracer. I think that could be a good swap here. You see Caber onto the Lucio too.
I also know that Deuce is definitely mechanically skilled enough to get that the one-shot combo onto the Kiri.
Yeah, PJ falls really low. Milo with this window, putting a lot of pressure on the Chinchillas. Milo ends up taking down Purple Jesus. Riddle Dog falls really low too. And Sly also gets taken down in that fight too. So, another really, like, fast attack there coming out for the Dongers. About a 3-minute time bank going into third.
Indeed. Yeah.
I think Chinchillas had 4, so...
Yeah. It was a very, very large ult fight. Unfortunately, Chartron's Valkyrie wasn't able to keep them all up through the onslaught of ults that was that fight. But both teams are also getting once again close to ults. Both teams are dealing a lot of damage and healing a lot of damage and just always building. Here we go.
Caber is just looking to dive this backline here. Rail does connect onto Caber. Pulse does hit, but Riddle Dog with the roll able to stay alive, does get the stun onto Dongwaggler. Overclock onto Wreck Cactus, looking for more. Lamp is used by Milo. The shield from Vin not able to keep his team alive there, as the damage boosted overclock from Mikey is just too much.
Yeah, Mikey's a very, very strong DPS, and when pocketed with Chartron's Mercy, it's very, very strong. You always gotta respect those.
Okay, our Wreck Cactus went overclocked of his own, so early flux used by Purple Jesus does force the beat from Caber 27. Vin uses a flux of his own, does catch the backline.
Ooh.
Oh, gets a Mercy and Sojourn. Looking for Sly. Sly does have the TP, but does get taken down by Caber. This card is actually rolled so far. It looks like they're going to get a late stagger onto Purple Jesus here, too. Yeah. With Wreck Cactus with his overclock, this is looking really rough for the Chinchillas. Even if they're able to touch here, the overclock is popped. Oh. Suzu keeps everyone alive there, but... Actually, Riddle Dog finds Wreck Cactus. That might be all they need. Dongwaggler finds Mikey there. Riddle rolls onto the point, does get taken down by Dongwaggler. Dong looking for more. This Lucio, Charvatron of this Lucio is getting a lot of time. They are looking for Sly here on this Kiriko. Kiriko uses the TP and the Suzu to try to get back on cart. Does get taken down. Mikey on this Tracer, so, like, terrifying for a lot of teams out here, but by himself, not a lot he can do. And Dongers just roll it in.
Yeah, they were just able to... both fluxes being used with... Both fluxes were very good fluxes, but unfortunately, unfortunately for the Chinchillas, there was the beat to help counter that, and it was just able to really make sure that that the Dongers were able to continue their push.
Caber from a Zenyatta. It's not very often we get to see a 3K from the Zenyatta, especially on Caber, who's like is known as this big tank player. So very, very fun to see there. So yeah, early 2-0 map lead for the Dongers. Still could go either way. Chinchilla's looking a lot better there. We'll see if they make any more adjustments here, but stay with us, guys. Could be a good one here. Welcome back, everyone. They caught us a little bit off guard with how fast they went there, but we're back. There we go. Nope, there we go. Going into Lijiang Tower here, I believe both teams are keeping the same comp. Seem to like how it worked for them. I actually, the Chinchillas had a warm-up scrim right before this. We got to see Riddle Dog on the Junkrat here, so looks like he's staying that here. I remember, I believe Season 2, Riddle Dog ringing for the Junkyard Dogs got like a ton of value on Junkrat. Again, we haven't seen a ton of Riddle Dog on DPS this season, but it's still pretty good. Like, we all know Riddle Dog for like his GM, I think it's GM2 Baptiste play, but like his DPS is solid too.
Its DPS has always been solid.
Mikey on this sim here for the TP. I think Mikey might stay here. Yeah, so early advantage for the Chinchillas.
This is one of Sid's strongest maps, so...
True. The Junkrat, too, is really good here. Real Dog is in White Room by himself, but is able to just kind of fire for free. Vin actually walks onto him. Really tough pick there for the Chinchillas. Milo gets the pick onto PJ. Vind is a big, strong guy walking in on the back line. The wall does get Sly out. But he might... No, he does get taken down by Vind there.
Yeah. That, Vind able to catch Riddle Dog out, and the rest of the team collapsing onto the enemy Ramatra, really just making sure that they were able to secure that fight nice and early.
Wall does come out. They do break it and manage to push in. Vind is a little alone here. I think it's going to be able to get back. Milo doing a lot of healing to keep him up there. Mikey ends up finding Rep Cactus. Really good early pick there for the Chinchillas. Especially if Riddle Dog's able to get this White Room control here, too. Could be really good for them. But point is still in favor of the Dongers with this Baptiste healing the Ramatra up. Are able to just kind of sustain through this this brawl here for the Chinchillas. Window is used by Milo. Vin does get taken down by Riddle Dog, so might not be able to get enough done through this window. Dong gets taken down late there, but... Yeah, I mean, 45% still pretty good.
45% is definitely not unhappy about that lead, but Mikey able to get that early pick, and they just weren't able to back out and really sustain.
PJ falls so low but gets the kill. Riddle Dog just spamming through the BAP window. Window was used early there. They tried to wall it off with the Mei and just was not able to do enough. I think Riddle found like a tiny little hole to shoot through the Mei wall and got 2 there early. So
yeah, that you really have to respect that those Junkrat bombs, especially when they're through a window. It appears Riddle is Riddle's being a sneaky little guy.
What's he cooking here? Oh, gets a Dong actually. Tire fell really low. It did get Dong. Riddle Dog also finds Milo. Another reset forced by the Dongers here.
Yeah.
2 from Riddle and 2 from PJ.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dong Waggler's Blizzard wasn't as useful as they normally appear to be, but it was definitely a very strong tire from Riddle Dog.
Dongers bait the top location, do go main. Beat is used. They do get the wall onto PJ here. Red Cactus using the overclock onto the backline here. Gets everyone really low. Not quite able to find the picks. 3 HP. PJ does fall really low through the Annihilation. Beat's a little bit too late. Not able to keep him alive. Red Cactus is traded out for PJ, so still pretty even fight for both sides here. Riddle Dog is looking for damage in the backline here. Gets taken down by Milo. And the Dongers are going to take that fight. Milo gets in that fight. Milo's getting a lot of damage with his left click here, so...
There's Baptiste can put in a lot of damage whenever he's not really locked on to healing that ram. But it appears
early window used by Sly. Yep. Riddle Dog trying to spam through. Window used by Milo in response. Mike ends up getting taken down by Rectax, but Riddle Dog finds Milo through the window. PJ does fall really low, doesn't get taken down by Dongwagler. Dongwagler also really close to this Blizzard, might build it in the middle of this fight here. Chinchillas have to reset really fast here. 82% already for the Dongers. Getting close to this Blizzard.
It is approaching.
For the Dongers here.
It's going to come down to the... appears it's going to come down to DPS ults.
Mikey's cooking on high ground here.
Fight.
Riddle gets wrecked cactus. Overclocked is used, looking for this Baptiste. Dongwagler throws the Blizzard out. Does catch Sly, but the rest of the team has to play kind of back here. Dongwagler actually does take down Sly. Down the Baptiste, only Lucio healing for the Chinchillas. Dong falls really low there. Does get taken down by the slow orb. Mikey's so low. Vin does find PJ. Vin is also really low here with only Lucio heals. Oh, Milo is back now. Tire used from spawn, looking for the Baptiste. Does get the Baptiste, but Derek gets Riddle Dog. Derek falls really low here. Does have the Lucio with him. Beat actually connects to Red Cactus. Charmatron doesn't get taken down here. And it's C9 again! No way!
No,
oh, the boop. There might have been a boop there.
There was a boop, but I don't know if that was what... It was what forced them off point originally, but I don't think it got him...
At the very
I think they could have touched again. It was unfortunate, though.
The Doomfist was coming back, too. Could have been super winnable for the Chinchillas.
That was a very good beat, though.
Yeah, I think Wrecked Cactus was 15 HP and, like, barely is able to get the beat from Caver.
Just barely got beat. Beat just from around the corner. Yeah, that was... very, very chaotic last fight, as last fights tend to be. A lot of ults used, a lot of ults gained. It was always chaos with those last fights. Always fun to see.
There's a completely different map coming out here. The Junkrat's not going to be played from Riddle Dog. PJ also still on the Doomfist, so kind of a dive look coming out for the Chinchillas.
Yeah, we have dive versus Rush with the Queen Rush.
Dong falls super low, but Vin does find Charmatron. And then Riddle Dog does get split there, does get taken down by Dongwagler. Knife gets caught on the Sly. Sly falls really low. Does end up barely getting taken down there by Vin. Looks like first point is going to go in favor of the Dongers.
Yeah.
Actually,
with that?
Oh, I thought PJ was going to touch, and I guess he didn't.
No. Without being able to... There's no one to really dive on to super well, especially with the Red Cactus protecting Milo. It's sort of hard to jump on anybody without getting hindered.
Yeah, they are looking for Wrecked Cactus here, but the peel from the Baptiste and the Lucio are really big. Dong actually finds Mikey early there. PJ falls really low. And Caver actually falls really late there, but... Oh, Sly also dying late there. It looks like the Chinchillas are going to have to reset. Tracer and Lucio dying early. Both of them probably will get back in the middle of a fight, considering how fast they go. But
oh, that hinder.
Picks onto Sly and PJ, just kind of ends the fight there. Already almost 50% here, too, and the Dongers just I don't know if they really lost anyone this fight, other than, I guess, that one pick on the Caver, but...
Lucio gets back fast.
True,
that was unfortunate for PJ. He got hindered when he was just trying to escape.
Mikey looking for his pulse here.
You see a pulse coming through, and there's going to be... Yep, the ults are built now.
Dongwagler's super close to this blade here.
Blade, window, we're gonna have high noon. There's...
Yeah, already 72%. Feels like the first time the Chinchillas have touched this entire point. Mikey and PJ are in. PJ uses the Meteor Strike. Gate is used by Zeus. Charmatron gets taken down by Caver. Riddle Dog is using the overclock. Milo ends up falling. Wrecked Cactus does use the high noon there. Vin falls really low, so it could still be winnable. 3 HP Vin. Dongwagler does have his blade if he opts to use it. 96%, I would assume he's just going to use it here to try to get Sly. Susan is forced. TP is used by Sly. Looking for this Lucio here. Does get Lucio looking for the Doomfist. PJ, Dongwagler with 2. And with that, I think
both teams had to use all their ults there, because both teams really wanted to win that fight, and chaotic ult fights, it appears that the Dongers just do really, really well in those chaotic ult fights.
Yo, the Rattle Dog shooting through this tiny
Tiny sliver window.
2-inch window right there. Manages to get one through it and then gets another one later in that fight. So.
Oh, the trap.
So let's go here. So yeah, unfortunately for the Chinchillas, they will be our first winless team, I think, since season 1. But congratulations to the Dongers. I think with that, they've locked up the number 2 seed in their division, and will play the winner of our next game, the Raccoons or the Brawlers. Let's see. So yeah, congratulations for the Dongers for locking up that spot. But with that being said, Drew, do you have anyone you'd like to nominate for your player of the match?
Ooh.
A lot of players on the Dongers played really well today, so I honestly wouldn't hate giving it to anyone on their team.
Oh, this is really hard, actually.
Dong Wagler had a lot of value on those May walls, especially early on that first point. The Blade on that last point to clean up that final fight, really big.
Yeah.
Vin getting a lot of value on tank and on support early. Caber popping off on Zenyatta.
Milo was also doing really well on that BAP as well.
Yeah, Wrecked Cactus.
Growthquake had quite a few clutch beats.
The beats
as well,
were really good, yeah.
Oh man. I think my vote's gonna go to Vind though.
No, we can't let his ego get any bigger.
Ah, you're right.
I was gonna say either give it to Vind, because I think Vind, especially when he swapped over to tank, was able to just get so much done. Or I would give it
strong.
to or I would give it to Caber, because I think especially like being forced to like flex onto a role you don't normally play. I think he got a lot of value, got a lot of really good trances there.
Yeah.
And then also like the captain of the team. He's like the leader of these guys. So
he's the leader.
I would have given it to either Vind or Caber. So if you're leaning Vind, I might get Vind in here.
Well, we can always flip a coin. Or a D20, because I have a D20, I don't have a coin.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Flip a D20. Odds are Caber even as Vind.
Alright.
We're pulling a random Jimmy's here.
So, what's the numbers for this? It's
odd is I don't remember what I said. Odd is Vind.
Odd is Vind.
Yep.
Alright. That is a natural 20.
So it's Caber. Wait, Caber's
going
even.
to Caber.
Yep. Okay, we'll get him in here.
Where is he?
Wait, it's not here. Give me a second. It's not letting me drag him for some reason.
I can't.
I have too many channels, so I have to like scroll through all the channels when I'm dragging someone.
Yeah, I don't have all the channels. Luckily enough for me.
Oh my god. It's weird. Here, give me a second. I'm gonna just close everything, all my channels here. See if that'll help. Oh my god, why did I join the Pokemon channel? I'm not even playing. Here we go. it's just so many channels there. Okay, here we go.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Does he know chat? I thought you were gonna play a little soundboard when you came in, so I was waiting for that. Hello, Vind.
Hello, Vind.
Wait, actually, I grabbed the wrong one. Here, give me a second.
You did.
Oh, let's go. Send me back.
Bye, Vind. Nope, he got sent to the desk.
Yeah. Oops.
It's a holding cage.
Okay, I baited him.
Oh.
Hello, Caber27.
There you go.
I accidentally grabbed the wrong one, so...
You grabbed the worst option, actually.
I know. Wait, are you saying you or Vind is the worst option?
The previous grabby.
Oh, so toxic. This guy hates his team.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
it
just
is.
carrying the mantle that the baked brawlers brought upon themselves. So
Yo, I've been doing that all season. I keep calling them the baked brawlers, and it's not what they are.
well, it's because the brawlers exist now, and so I'm conditioned to say that.
Yeah. So we decided to name you the match MVP if that wasn't clear already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We had to basically flip a coin between you and Vind. So.
Fair enough.
Drew rolled a d20 and hit a nat 20. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was the net. Was I evens or was I like
you were
19?
evens.
1 through 19 was Vind.
Oh, we could have done that too. No, you were evens.
All right. Well, it would have resulted in the same thing anyway.
So yeah, really good match there. I always like to ask this when you got two captains that are good friends. Were you looking forward to facing down Riddle Dog? Were you looking to give him his 7th loss of the season, keep him winless?
That was never the objective, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hand over a win on a silver platter.
Yeah.
When the schedules were first announced a couple months ago, I was really much looking forward to week 1 and week 7, where I got to fight Randy and Tyler, especially because early season games are super fun because nobody knows what they're doing, and then at the end of the season, people have kind of put it together, and you get to see like kind of the final forms of most of these teams.
Yeah, I believe Riddle's last 2 games were against you and against Randy, so
Yeah, it's tough. Well,
surely that was not intentional, right?
I don't know about that. I don't pull the strings back there. But what I do know is that the week following, I don't know if you knew the playoff angle where he had to beat me and Randy. We were kind of like the two anime men standing on the rock with like our arms at our hips, like being the impending forces that he would have had to overtake to get to playoffs. But he was very much he was nervous to fight us for sure. I'm sure he was excited too.
Yeah, I think everyone's kind of acknowledged that the Dongers are like a lot better than they expected to be in the preseason, but I think you guys have actually like been playing like one of the higher, what's the word? You're one of the higher echelons right now, I would say. So I feel like people don't give you guys enough credit. So
well, that's kind of what we're up to. We're kind of, you know, the dark horses. Everyone's looking at the numpties and the brawlers now, the zeniths and whatnot, and I really think that we still kind of are flying a little bit under the radar.
Yeah, that's where you want to be going in the playoffs too. Is like you want people to be prepped for you. Speaking of the playoffs, you guys locked up that 2 seed.
Sweet.
Next map in about an hour, gonna determine your matchup. So I just also realized from Sonic Ronic, winner is gonna play you guys, and the loser is gonna play the Chinchillas. So
okay.
Between the Raccoons and the Brawlers, is there a team you'd rather like face, or is there like a team you're scared of? Like, what's your opinion of those 2 teams?
Well, I think the safe answer is to say I would play against the Raccoons again because we've already beat them once this season.
Oh, yeah.
I think that, you know, given that back history, I think that we could run that back pretty easily. As for a team I'm scared of, the way I classify Aurora teams is fair teams and unfair teams.
Yeah.
The fair teams, you know, usually get to just like play as death ball and run people over, and the unfair teams have like just a really good tank player, a really good you know, hit scan player. So I'm a little scared of the unfair teams because it's just tough to you know, deal with someone who's just taking the lobby by force. So for that reason, I would say I'm really scared of Sidon on the numpties, and to a similar extent probably Chloe on the Gatos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're not scared of the Zeniths?
Oh no, I mean,
sheesh.
What do you take me as?
Yeah, and I guess you guys wouldn't even be playing them until the semifinal, so you probably won't have to face them for a while. But yeah, I think a lot of the teams in this season like could be very scary, regardless of what they're playing or how they're playing. I think there's a lot of really good teams, regardless, in the playoffs right now. So
for sure.
Let's see. Oh, we got to see a little bit more of Vind on tank. I think earlier this season we saw him pretty much exclusively on DPS and support. What's the reasoning for putting him back on a tank here?
All right. I'm gonna throw him under the bus a little bit because there's just a very much a story. Not many people get to see this happen, so I'll make it publicly announced. I got to see Vin show a sign of weakness.
Let's go.
It was I don't even remember if it was a scrim or a match, but usually the lineup we do is me on tank, Dong and Derek on DPS, and then Vind Flambeau as our support. That's the same one we're running out most of our games on. And then we would flip Vind to DPS, Milo in for Flambeau, and then Derek in for Derek as our other support. But after one of our map 2s, so we just went through our secondary roster, Vind just goes, MJ, I just don't think we're gonna win maps if I'm on DPS. I'm gonna be honest. Ooh. So I think it was, I think it was map 2 against the Raccoons, because that was the debut of Vin's coming back to tank this season.
Yeah, because I think early in the season we never saw it, and I think the last 2 or 3 maps we've seen him play some tank. So
sure, yeah, absolutely.
Love seeing him play tank. I would say he's probably one of the top, if not the very top, tank player in the league. Trying to
I guess you could say
head.
that.
I would say he's at least top 3, if not number 1. So very scary, especially if he's going back on a tank into the playoffs. That's another spooky team. Speaking of swapping your roster around, you've been playing a lot more support lately. What do you think about swapping over to support here?
I've been having fun with it. The last time I played support for a team in the Aurora Overwatch bubble was for the one of my favorite teams I ever got to play with, Team Canada during the World Cup. I got to
Oh.
play a lot of Brigida, and it was really fun in that team setting. It's really fun here too. It's because most of the time, well, all the time that I'm on support, Milo is my other support, and he is just a super clutch flex support player. Big kudos to that guy. So he kind of lets me get away with some shenanigans on main support.
Were you excited when you got that play of the game map too?
The
3K.
Yeah, I mean, I clipped it too in match, so even if it wasn't there, I was pretty hyped about it.
Yeah.
But after I went to the play, I was like, oh, my aim's a little shaky on this character. But you know, I mean, clearly my brain was filling in the gaps for where my mouse should have been, and there was a little bit of shakiness in between. But I popped off pretty hard.
Yeah, BAP Zen Sigma is just such a good comp, so you can never go wrong with Zen there. Drew, you got anything? You got any questions?
Not any extra ones.
Let me think.
You sort of hit all the ones that I was gonna really go for. But...
Sorry.
Just means you're a good caster, that's all.
No, I think I'm good. Do you want to ask El Clasico though? Since I stole all your questions.
Yeah. All right. So, if you were in fact not the match MVP, if you had to pick another one of your teammates, which one would it be? Who would you give it to?
That's an interesting question. I think I'm going. This is my second match MVP of the season. I'm gonna give it to my El Clasico of this question. I gotta give it to Milo 16 Milo, man. The guy is a legend. I use his clutch plays on the BAP. We even got him on Brig on a couple scrims. He's good at that too. He is super high potential player, clutch plays, and just an all around good person to be around in the team environment. So gotta give it to my boy Milo.
Yeah, I got him as one of the better rookies this season. I feel like a lot of people are starting to realize that too. So
yeah, we mentioned him quite a lot in the decision making of the match MVP. He was definitely a contender for that.
He's the GOAT. I need to start the wave because I could totally see Milo getting Rookie of the Year. He deserves it. He's a great player.
Yeah, I know they always talk about like these high SR players. So like Dyer coming in, Danny Mac coming in, they get a lot of hype. But like I don't think anyone really expected Milo to be as good as he has been. So
he's the rock. He's just solid Overwatch, good fundamentals even for his first team. He's just knows the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that just about does it. Congratulations on your win again.
Thank you.
Hype to get 2 seed, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And then stay tuned, I guess, for the next match coming up in about an hour to see who you play.
And remember the Dong.
Remember? Okay. Oh, he's gone. I don't know what that means. But yeah. So I believe we're gonna go offline in this stream, and we'll come back in about an hour. Next match coming up soon. It is gonna be the Brawlers versus the Raccoons. That's going to be such a hype match. Loser's going to get eliminated, and the winner's going to go on to face the Dongers. So, stay tuned, guys.
Big match.
This is Paninii signing out for myself and for NinjaDrew.
See ya.
Yep, we'll see you guys soon.